It's Ray Gift TV.
Ray Gift TV.
Let's get right to it.
That we was kind of like leaving this where it was at, but people keep taking jabs. And listen, homie, we the exposers. You know what I'm saying? And the truth could never be considered disrespect. That's just what it can't be.
Let's get right to it.
We are the exposers.
It's Ray Gift TV.
And you know, we gonna state the facts. We gonna state the facts. And from there, we gonna let the people know what's real and what ain't. Now let me get my little content. All right, so let's state these facts, bro. Now, I'm a stickler that if a person says it, he says it. So before it come out of my mouth, I'm gonna let you hear what come out of Gangsta'S mouth. I'm gonna give you a few key things to look for before I play these things. Gangster first tried to debunk that the declaration that he started informing on came September of 2002. This is what he wants you guys to believe, that the declaration came in actually October of 2002, and that he was arrested September 5th, 2001. There is some truth to this. He was arrested September 5th, 2001. And I'm glad he said these things. You pay attention to this. He's touching on October 2002, and September 5th is when he was arrested, and he said that day they dropped his son off at his mother's house. Now the declaration we have, I'm gonna show it to you, and I'm gonna read it.
Let's get right.
States that on this day, he was in fear that they was gonna take his son, so he gave up information. Now, what Gangster didn't know, and I told one of his friends to tell him, let it go. Please let it go, leave it alone, we'll let it go away. But if you keep insinuating that we are lying, the exposers, we have to defend our credibility. This ain't no gangbang thing, it's just a real thing. This ain't about who miserable and who ain't, this about who's fraudulent and who ain't. So I'm gonna let you hear Gangster talk, and I gave you a few bullet points, and then we gonna go back and we gonna go over them one by one. Let's let her rip.
Now listen to this, y'all. That's what that paperwork said, right? Now that paperwork say October the 3rd, 2002. 2002. I got arrested September the 5th, 2001. So how can I be way in 2002 talking about don't take my son when I was arrested a whole year and a month ago, and my son had been at home the same day. Before they took me in, they dropped him off at my mama's house. Now, how can this paperwork say, hey, boy, that's why I tell you dumb motherfuckers that don't do y'all homework, man. I told y'all that shit is false, man. How can I be telling them about hold on? Now, listen to this, y'all.
Now, I want you to listen to him. First, he said the declaration was fake. We went to the federal building live for y'all. You can go to Christopher Lovejoy channel, and we showed y'all it's real. Now his disposition is, he did this declaration. Now it ain't fake, but I did the declaration October 2002. But I got arrested September 5th, 2001. I'm gonna let y'all hear this again. Pay attention to this, because the man is telling on himself. It ain't his fault. He didn't know we had the content we had. Shout out to the exposers, but we do a damn good job. Hold on, watch this.
That's what that paperwork said, right? Now that paperwork said October the 3rd, 2022. 2002. I got arrested September the 5th, 2001.
Now, he's telling the truth about his day of his arrest. So let me show you what Gangsters attempting to do to the good old people. See, this is the date he's referring to. You see that date? See that? Clerk, U.S. District Court, right? October 3rd, 2002. That's the date he's referring to. But if you pay attention, that's a stamp on this, right? You see the bottom? That's him. Okay, so let me read this to you. Declaration of Frederick James Staves. Frederick James Staves declares, I'm a defendant in this case. I have personal knowledge and facts set forth hereafter, and if called as a witness, I could and would testify competently with the regards to the matters contained in this declaration. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to September 5th, 2001. This declaration is submitted in support of my motion and mine to exclude as coerced statements that the government is attributing to me that I allegedly made on September 5th, 2001. Let me blow this up for y'all so y'all can look at this. Now, these statements were made September 5th, 2001. Gangster, y'all just heard his voice, just admitted he was arrested September 5th, 2001. Let me tell y'all something. All y'all street dudes out there, that's where I come from. I've been a brainiac all my life, right? A lot of y'all mind, you can't even deal with me. You stupid. The date you trying to throw the people off is the date up here. See this date? The filing date, okay? He want to use this date. That ain't the date you gave the declaration. The date you gave the declaration is right here. September 5th, 2001, which you just admitted, that's the date of your arrest. Y'all hold on to that because we just getting started. Let me continue reading this. The declaration is submitted in support of my motion to exclude as coerced statements that the government is attributing to me that I allegedly made on September 5th, 2001. The declaration is submitted under the local criminal rule of Simmons versus United States. Watch his statement. My son, Beeper, was with me at the time of my arrest on September 5th, 2001, which he said. And I got other recordings, you're gonna hear him admit to that. Agents of the government at the time of my arrest threatened to put Beeper into foster care if I did not cooperate and give a statement. I feared that Beeper would be abused or mistreated and put into foster care. In order to protect Beeper, I answered the government's questions on September 5th, 2001 and signed the written waivers. I felt at the time I had no other choice. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct and that this is declared and was executed, right? Executed, which stamped October the next year. Signed Frederick James Staves. Pay attention. he gave the statement September 5th, 2001. This is the day he was arrested. Now, before we move forward, I'm gonna give y'all another bar of that, just so y'all know.
Now listen to this, y'all. That's what that paperwork said, right? Now that paperwork said October the 3rd, 2022.
The filing date is October 2001.
2002. I got arrested September the 5th, 2001.
That he's telling the truth about. And on this declaration, he gave the statement September 5th, 2001. And before we move on to the next clip, right, let me put that up one more time for y'all so y'all can read it yourself. Pay attention to the dates arrested, dates he gave the statement, and the filing date. Filing date has nothing to do with the date he was arrested and gave the statement. Now, y'all remember that date because later on in this, I'm gonna launch a torpedo and I'm gonna show y'all what he talked to them about. I got that paperwork too. Let's go to the next one.
But y'all, you dumb motherfuckers, eat a dick up. Yeah. All you dumb motherfuckers that's praying on my downfall, praying that I did something wrong, all y'all can eat a big fat dick up. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Go find you a horse and eat a horse dick up. Yeah. All you dumb ass, hating ass motherfuckers praying for a nigga downfall. You know? I would have had to make that statement soon they arrested me.
Uh-oh! What did he say? See, he don't know we got to work. He wanna play. Did he just say what I think he said? Let me go back a little bit.
Made that statement soon they arrested me.
Let's look right.
I would have had to make that statement soon they arrested me.
Uh-oh, slow down. Let's go back to it. He said he would have had to make that statement soon as they arrested him. Well, you did. You made a statement September 5th, 2001. You was arrested September 5th, 2001.
But y'all, you
Okay, let's see what else.
ass hating ass motherfuckers praying for a nigga downfall. You know? I would have had to make that statement soon they arrested me.
You did.
How could you put a statement, talking about a statement? Man, come on, man. Lordy. But y'all.
Okay, so I think y'all with me, but we finna keep going. This finna get jiggy. This is a fact. Let's go to the next one.
You homie, they got you. When the feds come and get you, homie, they got everything they need to convict your ass. Bang that. Listen, man, them motherfuckers put me in the back of the car, dropped my son off, cause that my son, my mama house was only a block away.
You reference his son again. His son was with him at the time of the arrest. Rewind and read the work. September 5th, 2001. Listen to him.
Dropped my son off, you know what I'm saying? They had their little setup in the old fire station. You know what I'm saying? I think it was on Wilmington or either Central and Carson and borderline of Carson County. Soon I walked in that motherfucking door, homie. I seen a screen with a camera on my house. Another screen with a camera on my dope house. Another screen with a camera on my motherfucking shop. They got it, homie.
He said on September 5th, 2001, when they arrested him, per that declaration, which we've cleared that he's lying. You gave a statement that you gave the statement the day you was arrested. They took him to their tactical little place. And as soon as he walked in, he seen the camera footage of his dope house, his shop, and everything. He's saying they got him. This is September 5th. Y'all pay attention to this. Because he don't know I got what else I got. Now we gonna move on to the next one. On September 5th, he claiming they got you. And once the feds got you, they got you. September 5th is key. Y'all remember this. Now this is the last recording, and then I'm gonna drop the Scud missile.
Soon I walked in that motherfucking door, homie. I seen a screen with a camera on my house. Another screen with a camera on my dope house. Another screen with a camera on my motherfucking shop. They got a graphic up on the board. Me at the top with different motherfuckers coming down like the mouth, man. I look down in the crate. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 crates full of motherfucking tapes with recordings on. Video and recordings. When I saw that shit, homie, I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was over.
Pay attention.
Man, I knew it was a motherfucking rap, man. When the feds come and get you, homie, they got you.
Say it
Man,
again.
that's real, man. Out of 500,000 motherfuckers, I'm probably like 3 people that be the case.
Okay. Now, y'all heard him give a description of when they got him. We didn't show the declaration. He lied about it. He trying to spin y'all on the filing date versus the date he gave the statement. Now he's giving a description of when they dropped his son off and took him to their little holding place where he sees his name on the board at the top, all the camera footage, all the recorded statements, and he says, I'm gonna let y'all hear this one more time. When the feds got you, they got you. Remember, this is September 5th, 2001. They got him.
Soon I walked in that motherfucking door, homie. I seen a screen with a camera on my house. Another screen with a camera on my dope house. Another screen with a camera on my motherfucking shop. They got a graphic up on the board. Me at the top with different motherfuckers coming down like the mafia, man. I look down in the crate. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 crates full of motherfucking tapes with recordings on. Video and recordings. When I saw that shit, homie, I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was over. Man, I knew it was a motherfucking wrap, man. When the feds come and get you, homie, they got you.
Okay. Oh, Gangsta ain't got no friends because I told him, I tried to tell him, but here we go. Now what I'm about to read to y'all. United States District Court for Central District of California, June 2001 grand jury. Okay,
Get right.
see this? This is Gangsta'S indictment. All the names involved. Okay. Wack, why you kept telling us to pay attention to the date? September 5th, I need y'all to put in the chat. What date did he say he was arrested? Put in the chat. I want to make sure. What date did Gangster say he was arrested? There it go. September 5th, 2001. That's the date. And he said, when they took him to the hub, they had him. They had him dead bang. Now this paperwork, he's a big old dummy, but we gonna get straight to the point. Let's get straight to the point on why Wack could keep putting emphasis on old September the 5th. Beginning on a date unknown to the grand jury, continuing on or about September 6, 2001 in LA County within the Central District of California, defendant Frederick James Staves, aka Gangster, aka G, aka Baby Gangster Staves, Adrian Gibson, Melvin Gibson, Edward Long, aka Edward Peoples Long, Earl Walker, aka Pee-wee Walker, William Thorne, aka Big Will Thorne, Jose Trujillo Lopez, aka Patios Trujillo, Lorena Valdez, Manuel Barraza, aka Jose Armando Larondo, Roberto Suarez, and others known and unknown to the grand jury knowingly and intentionally conspired and agreed with each other to commit the following offense against the United States: to distribute and to possess with intent to distribute more than 5 kilograms of mixture of substance containing a detectable amount of cocaine, a Schedule II narcotic drug controlled substance in violation of Title 21 United States Code. To distribute and possess with the intent to distribute more than 50 grams of mixture substance containing a detectable amount of cocaine crack base. Gangster, if they got you September 5th, 2001, how are you around to meet with all these people September 6th, 2001, to put together the sale and purchase of the 5 keys of cocaine? Oh yeah, let's go back to the original doc. And listen, I'm gonna put it on up for y'all to see. Let's go back. Let's go back to the declaration. I am a defendant in this case. I have personal knowledge of the facts set forth hereafter, and if called as a witness, I could and would testify competently with regard to the matters contained in the declaration. Listen, I allege that on September 5th, 2001, the declaration is submitted under local criminal rules, Simmons versus United States. My young son Beeper was with me at the time of my arrest on September 5th, 2001. Agents of the government at the time of my arrest threatened to put Beeper into foster care if I did not cooperate and give statements. This is September 5th, 2001. What do you think they want him to cooperate and give statements on? He just said they got all the wiretaps, so it's a good chance they know the deal's supposed to go down September 6th. But they might need old Gangster, the head, the dude up top of the organization, to see it through. I feared that Beeper would be abused and mistreated if put into foster care. In order to protect Beeper, I answered the government's questions on September 5th and signed the written waiver. I felt at the time I had no choice. So if Gangsta'S arrested September 5th, 2001, and you tell them you got knowledge of, and you said you gave them information, you said that when the feds got you, they got you. So if they got you on September 5th, how are you around September 6th, the next day, to do the transaction where the feds came in and busted everybody on? Now listen. These links to everything I've showed you will be on the 100 Show Instagram. End of the day, we have to protect our word and our credibility. They started with me. You can thank OG Pride Dog for this. I'm gonna be real. Gangster was pulled into this and suckered into this, and once he got pulled into it because Pride Dog, it got hot for him. Pride Dog knew what he was doing, bro. Because word is that everybody knew what it was. A lot of people didn't know about this declaration. It changes things, right? It changes things. But Gangsta only went on the exposer's radar because Bright Dog pulled him in to say something crazy about me, and me and Gangsta didn't have no issues personally. Bright Dog knew what he was doing. He's a buster, can't stand on his own too, right? But at the end of the day, we dealing in facts. You can rewind this, you could do it all you want. September 6, 2001. The day after they caught you, the day that they dropped your son, the day you gave the statement, the day you told them that you will cooperate, the day you said they took you to their little hub and you seen all the stuff and your name on the board. You said once the feds got you, they got you. So how was you around September 6, 2001, the following day? How was you around to put this transaction together? How was you around, Gangster? That's your name at the top of the indictment, right? How was you around September 6th? If they got you September 5th, we know how you was around. On September 5th, the day they threatened to take your son. What you said, that's for bitches, niggas don't care about that. That's what you said, right? You began to cooperate. You did not notify your team that you had been apprehended. Instead, you continued. You continued the transaction, which sealed the deal on the 5 keys of September 6, 2001. Now, I'm gonna leave the overall reading of the indictment. It's about 50, 60 pages. I read it myself several times. And actually, I will go to one of the last pages. I mean, cause this nigga was the dumbest nigga on earth. This nigga was doing all kind of dumb, stupid ass. I mean, wow. He was just on the phone with it, like burnt out. But I will go to
It's right, Jefe TV.
In the block.
yeah, this is crazy. The way he was talking on his phone is way out. Like I can speculate how he was talking on the phone, but that's speculation. What is real is you, Gangster, said they cracked you September 5th, 2001. They took you down to their little holding spot. They took your son and dropped him off. Which I don't believe that. I believe they took your son with you to the holding spot and held him, and that's what made you give this declaration. The one you said initially was fake, and now you're claiming the dates is different. No. A filing date versus the date you gave the statement is 2 different dates. Yeah. You know, when they dealing with cooperating, they gonna stretch it out. Y'all know how they do. But hey, it's right there. You know, this ain't no speculation. You know, it's in the paperwork. Shout out to the Keyways, right, who has been there with me to to answer all my questions to make sure I was on the right track. You know what I'm saying? All sections. To those people that Gangsta keep shouting out y'all names, y'all may want to holler at him and say, hey, bro, leave me out of that. Now, Gangsta, I got one more document that I have not shown. And as we had the conversation the other day, I'm willing to leave it where it's at. We wouldn't have got this far, but I understand the ego and the mentality of being. It's bothering you because the truth will haunt you. And you guess you felt like you had to say something, or maybe Brian D putting you up to it. But as you see, Brian D don't care about you, bro. He know you on the chopping block, not him. I do have one more form that, I mean, I got many forms, but I got another form that's crazy that I'm gonna leave it alone. And this individual that we both been corresponding with, again, I told him, stop mentioning my name. I don't care about your threats in the streets. We all got homies, we all got whatever it takes to do whatever we gotta do. I don't care about none of that. Everybody know where everybody at, so what? Don't get mad at me, because you chose and you made a bad decision on what you chose to do, and you didn't stand on your 10. That's on you. Right? Kids, do not follow behind these fake people out here that want to teach you to do this and do that. Stay square, stay in school, stay educated, and stay out the streets. And on that note, I end this live stream, and again, I come humble and peaceful, without no malice, just with all facts. You can catch me on the 100 side of Clubhouse today at 12 noon. Tune in to No Jumper to the Adam and Wack show. It got a little spicy. You know, I actually want to apologize to Adam because I kind of lost my cool and I was going somewhere else, but I caught myself. And that ain't who I am no more. I should be able to have conversations. It got a little spicy, you know. They gave me the option to edit some things out, and I told them, nah, bro, because you know what? I need to see myself. That need to be punishment to myself to how I shouldn't act. Until the next time, you can catch me on the 100 side of Clubhouse with have real conversations. To all my social media ninjas, y'all keep getting your bang on in these Clubhouse streets and make sure y'all stay strapped with the charge cord and your other strap. This how we put that work in. I'm out.
Well, there you have it. The whole indictment, man. What y'all think about the content? Shout out to Wack. Shout out to the 100 side, you feel me? We gonna run it up for show. Be sure to like the video, share the video, tell a friend and tell a friend. We got content. But until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them low. God bless. Peace.